Hey guys, and welcome back to Toy Tengoku. It's been a long time.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, even though it's already a few weeks in.
All right.
But I'm your host, Lindsay.
I'm David.
And on this show, we look at figures and other collectibles from Japan. And this time, we're going back to Dororo. So we looked at our rubber straps, these ones that HLJ made, our first Animemories project. When was that? 2 months back, I think, in November, maybe. And we are bringing it back because today we are looking at Nendoroid Hyakkimaru, the main character of the show. I mean, I guess Dororo and Hyakkimaru are kind of both the main characters. But anyways, so Good Smile chose Hyakkimaru to make, and I can see why. He's got a lot of cool accessories, so let's check him out.
Let's do that.
All right, so here we have Nindroid Hyakkimaru. Let's just break him out. I've actually already opened this once because I wanted to take some photos. I really like Nendoroid boxes nowadays, how they put everything in this separate compartment in the back. So it's really easy to access everything, but the box is also more compact in size. So here he is. He comes with his very boro looking, what's boro in English? Raggedy looking cape on. So if you guys have seen the series, Hyakkimaru is totally blind, deaf, and he basically has nothing but most of his internal organs.
Jedi
so
Force.
He has muscle, but he has no skin. So basically he's just made up of a bunch of fake limbs and prosthetic limbs, and then his face even is a mask, and in the first episode that falls off when
you see
let me back up a bit. In the story, what happens is, so he has nothing. It's because his father made a deal with demons to make his land prosperous. His father's some lord of an area in Japan, and so he made a deal with some demons. And he's like, you can take my firstborn son. Just take him. So they were going to kill him, but his wife, who's very religious, managed to save his life. So they took everything from this kid.
But his soul and
but a few organs and muscles and stuff. But
sounds
anyways,
like a role model.
Right.
Role model.
So basically to save him, they were going to kill the baby, but one of the maids saved him. And this guy who just happened to make prosthetic limbs and things found him, adopted him, raised him. And now the story, as it starts you after that introduction, is Hyakkimaru going to fight these demons. And every time he kills one, he gets something back.
That's
so
cool.
in episode 1, he gets the skin of his face back. So
and this is him with a lot back.
So he still has the fake eyes in at this time, so he's blind, but he's got his face back. And then he also has one limb back. So as you can see on the Nendroid, this is a real leg and this is a prosthetic leg. So they're slightly different skin tones. And both arms are also prosthetics, which they did on purpose so that you can put in sword arms.
Ah, yes.
So he carries swords underneath his prosthetic limbs. So there he is, just right out of the box. One thing I really like about this is his ponytail has 2 separate parts, so that when you're doing action scenes, you can kind of show
the wind showing
blowing in the wind. I think it's a really nice touch. But yeah, he's got this beat up cape. He does not care how he looks because he is blind. And he can't hear, so he can't hear people talking shit on him either. Do we need to beep that word?
Nah, I keep it normal.
Anyways, I like the cape. It adds a lot to his look because he does have a very simple design. But if it gets in the way when you're doing posing, you can easily take it off by just taking off the head and taking that off and then popping it back on. There we go. Now you can see the back. So he has 3 faces. Let's check those out. We've got a shouting expression for more action scenes. And then this one, which is probably my favorite. It's when he yanks his prosthetic limb off with his mouth.
That's what that was.
So he's got an extra arm. This can't come off, it's attached.
I thought it was like in that other anime where the guy's got the scroll in, the girl's got the scroll in the mouth.
Kimetsu no Yaiba Nezuko. No, it's not a scroll, it's an arm. And it's a slightly more glare. The eyes are just slightly more narrowed than the normal face, so it looks a little more kind of actiony. I'm going to put that one in. So just like normal, the hair part comes off really easily. Face pops off. This one goes in. Nendoroids are probably the easiest for me for like or exchanging faces. Anyway, so there's that. And since he's holding his, let's see, which one is this? His left arm in his mouth. Let's take off the left arm and put in one of the sword arms. Sadly, just because of Nendoroid proportions, you can't just slide an arm on and off. Yeah. You have to actually replace the entire arm. But that's easy enough to do. And it has a joint there.
Oh, I see, yeah. It's not the whole arm, it's like...
Yeah, it's just like from right after the elbow. So yeah, I think that's pretty neat. It's definitely a unique feature for a Nendoroid to have. And then he also has an optional lower body part. This has his yukata, or however you want to call that. This kind of beat up clothing. This is the more kind of windswept action look, and this one is just a normal one. And so this one kind of allows you to bend the legs a bit more, just because it's kind of
further out.
Yeah.
Fanned out.
Not that you need to do much with the legs, but he does have some optional feet as well here. So they're bent at the knee, because like this one is not the full action Nendoroid type where everything has a joint.
So
these cannot move at the knee. Yeah, so you have to swap it out if you want the bent knee look. He also has tiny little fists, and then another optional sleeve part here. So you can take out the full arm from the sleeve and then put this one in, and it also just has a part cut out of it so that you can bend the arm further. There, now he can see bend his arm basically almost up to his, actually he can touch his chin.
Put that one in on the right, and then it looks like he's doing a jump.
Okay.
I think he did. I think that's what it's. Yeah.
Oh no, this has to be the left because it's the prosthetic. So there you can see he just kind of has it popped back, so it looks like he's jumping through the air. It's just a little subtle change, but it does help a lot when you're posing. And of course, the Nendoroid stand is very sturdy. It's got screws in it, so you can make it tighter even if you want, but it can hold them very easily in midair poses, as I found out while I was taking photos. So pretty nice overall. I think we've gone over all the optional parts now, but as you can see, it's just simple, but it gets the job done. You can do just about anything you want with him. But of course, the only thing Hyakkimaru is missing is Dororo.
Oh, yeah.
So what I did was, this is our rubber strap box, the Animemories one. And so I took some pictures and I used the Dororo rubber strap here and just kind of propped it up for display behind Hyakkimaru, because they're kind of similar in size. These rubber straps are pretty big, so...
Yeah, the head's big.
So yeah, you can just grab some of the straps there, pose them together, and it looks like you've got a whole little Dororo scene.
Right.
They're probably... I don't think Good Smile will make Nendoroids of the other characters with shows like Dororo that are just one season and done.
Right. Mm.
They don't tend to make multiple characters. So my guess is that Hyakkimaru is the only one we're going to get. I would love Dororo as well, but yeah, if you just want more display options, it just makes it, really nice little backdrop. Like you're jumping into a scene from the anime. Pretty cute, if I do say so myself.
Well, you made them.
Shh. I don't have anything to say to that. I didn't draw these two specifically, though, so I'm not complimenting myself here.
Okay.
But anyways, I think that about does it. Won't you take it away for us, David? So that was Nendoroid Hyakkimaru. If you haven't got him yourself yet for your collection, he's still available on hlj.com. Links are in the description. So be sure to check him out if you want him. I really like this.
I think that's the best pose. His crazy face.
Yeah, and the sword arms out, right? Like, you got to use the sword arms. Anyways, this one is also available too. So if you'd like to get, just the full Dororo experience.
You've got to get the full set.
We do sell them in individuals as well. But yeah, links are in the description for both of those, so be sure to check it out. And of course, for future content, be sure that you're a subscriber on our channel.
Ring that bell. Oh my goodness.
Make sure the notifications are set, well, for your preferences, either, immediate notifications or just the occasional ones, whichever you prefer. And be sure to drop us a comment. We love to hear from you guys. So if you want to tell us about, what you thought of this show, if you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. It's really good. Probably one of the best. I would say I'd rate it like at number 6 of my top 10 2019 anime.
Now, forgive me for being, I don't know anything, but are they bringing, is it finished? Totally over?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as the content goes, so the original creator of this, the show, it was a manga series, right? And they also turned it into an anime.
Yeah, I've seen the bits of the anime when I made the video, yeah.
The old one?
Yes, the old one.
Okay, so he kind of just left it going. It didn't have a really... a real conclusion at the end of it. So the anime just kind of did whatever they wanted this time around, but they gave it a conclusion.
Okay, they actually finished it off.
Yeah. But,
sounds like Bleach, just going on and on and on.
But they do show Dororo a little older at the end. So you do kind of just get this sense of conclusion. A happy... Spoilers. A kind of
he doesn't die.
Ending.
Oh no, Lindsay, just spoiled it.
Anyways, we will see you guys next time. Later.
See ya.